Hey, what it do? MMA Toad here. Welcome back for another fight night. I'm going to gun right through the prelims just for the sake of being able to focus more time on the main card. I do want to say I'm happy that the fight is occurring early for me in the day so that it's at the prime time for the fighters. I don't think the fighters should ever fight outside of their peak time that they are training for. Kicking things off, I'm going to go with Zhao Long. I think he'll be able to win this fight by decision with his counter wrestling, moving up the card. We have Magomed. I think he hits a knockout pretty easy. And Ribeiro, who's a little chinny. Next fight, we got Gafarov, who I have double method submission and knockout. He is a finisher, and I think he'll push. He'll either get cracked trying or he'll hit the finish. Now, the fight with Renat and Nicholas Dalby, I'm pretty interested in that. Neither of them's been finished, and they themselves are pretty well-rounded. I could see it ended by submission. I'm going to go Renat. And then last on the prelim, I got to go Nasrallah hitting a knockout on Gordon. Main card, we got Johnny Walker versus Volkan Oezdemir. I got to go with Walker. I know that he's had a tough go as of late, but hear me out. He still possesses crazy range, crazy power. And I'm honestly not so worried about Volkan. He's dangerous in his own ways, but in each and every one of those ways, Walker's even more dangerous. He could honestly be fucking off, hitting cartwheels and moonwalking and still probably knock this guy out. Share a bullet. He is now taking his second fight in the UFC against another Harding's bagger out of Brazil. And honestly, as long as this fight's on the feet, he's going to crack and use his Muay Thai and just be the tougher, more dangerous person in most of his fights. If they want to grapple, that's still an area that hopefully he's improved in, but we know he's susceptible to getting taken down and just being on his back a lot of the fight. So hopefully Share a Bullet shows up and just cracks the shit out of this guy. I want another knockout. He's only ever had two go to decision. Next, I'm going to go D-Rod beating Kelvin. I honestly was going to go with Kelvin and assume he'd wrestle and win to a decision, but the dude had to go up 15 pounds in weight because he just wasn't going to make it. Meanwhile, he's got some fucking video on reviewing tacos. So, I'm not going Gaslam. I'm going D-Rod on that. Moving up the card, we got Sergey Pavlovich and Alexander Volkov. Yeah, I'm going to go Sergey. The death touch is a real thing. His jab can knock people out. The last person to knock out Volkov was Derek Lewis. And, I mean, Sergey, he's been demolishing these guys. So, I got to go Sergey on this fight. Last but not least, I got to go with Bobby Knuckles on this, although Ikram can totally knock him out at any point in this fight. Big part of that is Bobby's had the full camp. He's had the full cut, and Ikram's the one stepping in short notice. Bobby has the experience. He has 5-round experience. I think Ikram, if he passes 3 rounds, it's going to look worse for him. I'll go with Knuckles.